Well, good morning, everybody. It's a little chilly again today here in Florida. You make up a great point, so let's get into it, shall we? I have been saying this for a long time now. The typical minority communities, have always voted Democrat, right? They always thought the Democrat had their back and they're for the lower and middle class of the people of the world, right? And that's was always their big thing. That's what they always stood on is the black and brown and the communities always voted Democrat. So this is what I'm going to say on why this border is happening and why we're going to break it down so everyone understands. You see, to the minority communities out there that you thought that the Democrats always had your back, well, you see, they've replaced you. There's a new minority group in town, and it's called the illegal migrants that have come here illegally, breaking federal law. And that is where all of our money is going to. You see, they already see the tide is turning. You're seeing a lot more of the black and brown communities basically are waking up. The cobwebs are coming off of their eyes, and they're realizing that the Democrat Party does a lot of lip service while they're getting rich and we're staying poor. So I think this app and Twitter being taken over by Elon has really opened up a lot of eyes. People are finally starting to see that the Democrat opposition of propaganda isn't controlling the flow of information anymore. Plus, on this app, you have a lot of creators like myself and all of these guys, older millennial, Jeff Mead, all these LJ Truths, Greg Price, who are taking their narratives and their bullshit and they break it down and they bring some truth to the table. And this is what's happening. So those typical minority communities that typically always voted Democrat have started to wake up. So the Democrats are realizing, well, shit, we're losing. We're not being able to bamboozle them anymore. So what are we going to do here? Well, we'll just replace them. And we'll bring in people from all over the world, give them money and cell phones and free housing. Meanwhile, American citizens are being pushed out of those programs that once usually they served for the new group that the Democrats want to leech onto to get those votes. You're already seeing reports in certain areas. I think Illinois was one where they're starting to start wanting to give federal IDs to a lot of these migrants. Well, why do you think that is? If they have an ID, well, I bet it'd be really easy to vote now, wouldn't it? And if you're coming here from a third world country and the Democrat Party is handing you $5,000 gift cards, free housing, free health care, your kids go to the best schools, wouldn't you want to vote for the people that made that possible for you too? And that is why these minority communities have been replaced by the Democrat Party. They're seeing more and more people go, nah, this isn't working for us anymore. Your lip service isn't working anymore. And we're going to be voting red this time across. And they know that they're losing the support. They know that Joe Biden is a massive failure. They see it. You have entire football stadiums chanting, fuck Joe Biden. So they're seeing it. And they need a new community to pander to. In comes the illegal people that have come here illegally. That's why the Democrat Party have zero interest in closing the border. If yesterday doesn't show you enough, I don't know what will. The House basically says, Biden, we're not giving you fucking money for Ukraine until you deal with the border issue and give us a full accounting of all this billions of dollars. What do we have, 500 billion right now or something that we've given in foreign aid to Ukraine? This war is at a stalemate. It's not going anywhere. And there's not one answer. The Speaker of the House said this yesterday in a press conference. The Senate nor the White House has even responded to his demands of where's this money going? It's not that the Republicans don't want to help Ukraine. They want an accounting of the money and they want you to deal with the border mess that you have started. But Joe Biden and the Democrats have zero interest in closing that border. If anything, they're writing more money into these bills for border security. And it's not about security. It's about fast tracking more of them through, pushing more aid money down there to get more people here, because they've given up on the communities have given up on the Democrats, and they see this. The tide is turning. Donald Trump is beating him in every single election at this point, and they see it. So they need a new community to pander to, and this is why they have zero interest in shutting the border. This has all systematically been designed to do so. Kamala being the border czar and has done absolutely nothing. So this is what you're seeing. And this is the new community that the Democrats are going to pander to. And that's why all of our tax dollars are going to these people that are coming here illegally, while American citizens are being pushed out of those programs that they once relied on. So you're absolutely right. It's absolute sabotage by the Democrat Party, and they're doing all of it for vote because they need more, communities to come up and basically look at them like they're the saviors. Meanwhile, systematically destroying our economy in the meantime and not giving a shit about American citizens and giving more shit about Ukraine and the people that have come here. The National Terror Watch List has almost tripled overnight because they can't guarantee that there are not cells that already hate us in this country from countries that hate us. It wasn't very hard for them to do the mastermind of 9/11. It's not going to be hard for them to do it again if they want to. These cells are already here in this country and they hate us. And this was all systematically designed to do so by the Democrat Party. They need a new group to pander to, and this is the new group. And this is how they're going to try to do it. They're going to try to steal another election. I'm telling you. That's why I keep telling you guys. You have to get everyone that you know out on election day. I don't care if you have to pick up 20 people in your car that live on your street that have no way to vote. You go get them and you bring them there and you vote red across the board before we don't have a country left, because that's the way we're looking economically. We are the laughing stock of the world because we have a senile, weak man in office who cares more about foreign aid to other countries than he does his own country, his own citizens. And people are seeing it and people are waking up and they're not happy. And they're calling out the Democrat Party now, and they can't have it. And this is why you are 100% right. This was all systematically designed, and that's why they're not stopping the flow of migrants from coming across the border, because this minority communities is the new minority community of the Democrat Party. You guys have been pushed aside. So keep voting Democrat, because voting Democrat has consequences, and look where we are only 3.5 years later. Trump 2024 before this country is truly lost. Thank you for the comment, and y'all have a great day. And as always, good talk.